with the FCC has gotten 1,300 complaints over the J-Lo and Shakira halftime show. Just wanted to add that in. I mean, that's crazy. Apparently the biggest state that complained was Texas. Most of them come from Texas, of course. That's not too much of a surprise. I thought it would be maybe, you know, a southern state like, you know, Alabama, Mississippi or something, but I think they're secretly maybe not quite as racist. Like they watch, I've heard racist people watch like ebony porn and stuff, so I don't know. They might not have hated it as much as you'd think. So Texas complained the most and Vermont didn't complain at all, which is crazy, maybe because Vermont probably didn't have cable yet, so they probably didn't see it, or they were like at the Ben & Jerry's factory, or I don't know, eating cheese or whatever they do in Vermont. Skiing, I guess. They were just skiing. So they didn't see it. But anyways, yeah, the halftime show, they said it was like, it was pornography. They don't pay to watch pornography. I saw that halftime show, and there has been way more risque performances out like that. I understand it was on the Super Bowl and everything, but you didn't have to watch it. First of all, if you thought it was too, you know, graphic, you turn it off. You don't just be like, oh my God, this is so graphic. I can't believe this is on TV. I can't believe I'm watching this. So terrible, so rude, so... It's like, do you want to turn it off then? No, I just want to say how obnoxious and terrible this is to show, but I'm going to watch the whole thing. Of course, it's just terrible that it's happening. It's terrible. It's like, no, turn it off. Just turn it off. You don't have to keep watching. You just turn it off. That's it never made sense to me. People like complain about movies or whatever. It's like, you watch the whole thing. I mean, that's why if you get up and walk out of a comedy show, at least you're making a stand. You're saying, I don't like this, I'm leaving, instead of like heckling it or whatever. You know, if you don't like something, but then you watch the whole thing, that's just hypocritical. That's like me, you know, getting mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise, but I get mayo on my sandwich, then I eat the whole thing, and then I complain about it and ask for my money back. It's like, no, you already ate it. You don't eat it. You just give it back in the first place, and then we give you a new one. Like, that's simple things, you know. You don't like it, turn it off. You know, no one's sitting you down and forcing you to watch J-Lo and Shakira shake their asses. I mean, no one's forcing you to, but apparently you just kept it on just to comment on how, you know, graphic and bad it was. You know, you had to make sure you saw all the graphic nudity, no nudity, but you had to make sure you saw just how bad it was, the whole thing. How much pornography. I don't even know how that relates to pornography. They're two respectable older women and just having a good time, performing songs. Yeah, they're shaking their asses, but that's what got J-Lo famous, was her ass. Pretty much. I mean, obviously, yes, I know her dancing and then her singing and acting got her famous, but let's give a lot of respect to the ass. Her ass did a lot of the work. Her ass is at least 75% of the reason she got famous. It may not be 100%, but her ass did a lot of the heavy lifting. Her ass definitely helped out a ton. She might be still famous without the ass, but definitely not nearly as famous as she, not nearly as rich or popular, whatever. The ass helped out a ton. When you think of J-Lo, what are top 3 things you think of? I mean, for most guys, you think of J-Lo, you think of a nice ass right away. That's most guys, but let's say even a girl's answer, that's in the top 3 probably. You know, you said singing, acting, ass. So it's top 3. Singing, acting, ass. Okay, maybe 4. You dance. Dance, I guess, is what she started. So dancing, singing, acting, ass. I mean, the ass got her to where she is today. She definitely owes the ass a thank you letter at best, you know. It helped out a ton. So, yeah, Shakira too. I mean, Shakira's hips haven't lied in 20 years. I mean, her hips didn't lie whenever that was, in 2001 or I don't know, sometime around there. And those hips still aren't lying. I mean, they have not changed too much at all. She still looks just as good 20 years later. Like, that's that's why I think it's just an amazing part. Both those women, J-Lo and Shakira, it's like they almost haven't aged. They almost reversed in age. Like Shakira looked almost younger than she looked in 2001. Seriously, like I remember that Shakira video was like one of the hottest things I'd ever seen at that age. You know, I was just a freaking young kid at that time, ready to masturbate to any woman I see on TV. So that was, Shakira was a big deal for me. That Hips Don't Lie thing where she's always wet for some reason and then dancing, and I'll never forget those dance moves. You know, they were very important in my growth and development of my life. So Shakira's always have a special place in my heart. Shakira will. So yeah, those hips, they're still on point, still telling the truth. You know, her moves haven't suffered. I mean, she still dances her ass off. But she dances just as well. I mean, that was a long performance too. I would have been winded after like the first song. It would have been cramping up and be like, "Just go on without me. You perform the rest of it. You got it. I'll say some words here. I'm just gonna lay down for a little bit." I would not have been able to make it through that whole performance. So they had they didn't have costume changes, but at least 3 or 4 song changes. It was, you know, dance moves in the middle. Shakira did some weird thing with the camera and her tongue. Shakira's cool. Seems like she'd be really fun to hang out with, like a really cool chick to drink with and have a good day drinking day and after night with. I mean, just literally, she just seems like, yeah, you want to have her in your group of friends. She'd be always down for the cool, crazy stuff. Yeah, Shakira seems like a cool chick to hang out. J-Lo too, but just J-Lo seems now like she'd be a little too expensive. J-Lo's a little too rich there. Shakira, you thought her career was going to get so big after Hips Don't Lie. She was a one-hit wonder there, at least for mainstream, but it's good she came back for this just to show that she's been just waiting for this performance for 20 years, because she stayed in shape, that's for sure. They almost look younger, so I just think it's a testament to two ladies, how long they've been in the music business and how good they look still and how well they can dance and sing and pull off that kind of performance. I think it's I hope I'll be able to do that. Even, I don't know how old J-Lo is, but J-Lo's got to be close to what, I don't want to mess this up, but high 40s maybe-ish? I don't want to say too high, but that's how long she's been around for a while. Jenny on the Block was a long time ago. What was it? Early 2000s, if not 99 or something. Jenny on the Block was forever ago, so the fact that their careers, they've stayed around and stayed relevant, at least J-Lo has, but Shakira, I'm sure, is much more relevant in Spanish-speaking countries, I'm sure. She's probably huge there, so they've had great careers for that long, and now they came back for the Super Bowl performance, the biggest performance, you know, in the world on that night, the most eyes watching that of any other performance you're gonna have. I mean, I don't know how many watch that. It's like 3 million, I think, probably more that watch the Super Bowl. I don't know the numbers. That's probably way low, right? I don't know. I gotta check on that, but that's gotta be like their highest viewed performance ever, and I think it's a cool thing. They killed it. Usually the Super Bowl performances are pretty whack. They're like two artists that shouldn't be together, and it's like freaking Motley Crue and Jay-Z or something. It's like, what? It's like fucking White Snake and Roddy Ricch or something. They try to bring the younger generation with like the older generation. It's like, what the hell? Each generation doesn't even know the other artist. It's like, they should not be together. That's a little too forced there. Make it a little more relevant, familiar with each other, and that's what they finally did with J-Lo and Shakira. It's kind of similar, so their vibes, the way they sing and dance, it just meshed perfectly with each other. They were a match made in heaven. They fit perfectly. They killed all the dancing. I mean, it was like they were one-upping each other. When Shakira would do something with her hips or her ass, J-Lo had to do that too, but do it better. So it was a great performance, I thought. So to say that was pornographic, I don't know what kind of porno you're watching, but that it must suck, because my porno is way more graphic than that. My porno would not be allowed. My porno would not be allowed on the Super Bowl stage. Trust me on that. It would not be allowed in there. So I think they weren't that bad. I don't think your kids saw that and were like, I need to have sex with them or whatever. I don't know what you. I feel like people down there just in Texas just complain just to complain. They just want to complain. That's all. Just complaining to fucking complain, because that's what they do. They complain about everything. So that's what I feel like those type of women do. They always are the ones that kind of complain about their meal when you take them to a restaurant. Always are the ones ready to fight, complain, debate, whatever. It's always ready to debate politics, and their opinion's always right, so it's never a debate. It's just them telling you how they're right and you're wrong. It's those type of women writing, because who the fuck with any kind of life has time to write a letter? First of all, you're writing letters? What? Like, stay in 1950. I mean, that's a little bit. Stay in, even the 80s or whenever letters. Last time I wrote a handwritten letter, you're either in jail or in insane asylum. You're like, no person in their own free will in life anymore at home is writing letters. Unless you're someone who writes a letter and complains to the FCC that a J-Lo and Shakira performance is too pornographic when it's just a normal singing performance, you're just insane enough to be still writing handwritten letters. So you write a letter to the FCC, you write a letter to the FCC and you do all that. You go to the post office, all this shit just to complain. Like, your complaint has to be heard that badly that you really take that much time out of your day. Clearly, you don't have anything. They're single mothers or older people who don't have anything to do with their day, so they just fucking complain. That's what they have to do with their day. That's all they can fill up their day with is complaining about shit. So nothing else to do. That's their job. They feel it's their job to complain. So they should just watch some real porno. If they think that performance was pornographic, I got a couple videos for them that are gonna change their minds. That's for damn sure. I could change their mind quick. And Shakira, I thought it was a great performance. Shakira killed it. J-Lo killed it. It's good to see Shakira. Like I said, hips still not lying. She looks just as young. Looks incredible. J-Lo obviously looks incredible for her age. Not even for her age. J-Lo just looks incredible. So they both, I actually enjoyed a Super Bowl halftime performance for once. So I didn't see anything wrong with it. They didn't even lip sync or nothing. They sang, they danced, did a great job, I thought. They have more stamina at 45 than I have at 30, so could be a problem, but that's a me issue, so I'll address that on my own. I think it's a big shout out to J-Lo and Shakira. If you're watching this, you did a great job. I love your halftime performance. I thought it was terrific. So I think you should do a dual album, actually. That's how much I liked it, with a double disc live dancing. Do they still do live albums and shit? I feel like the live album's kind of dead. Whatever. So I'd see Shakira and J-Lo live in concert if they came. That's all I say. They should do a nationwide tour now. That's a good idea. Think about it. Think about it, guys. I want a percentage of that now for that idea, though. So I know you guys are watching. So no complaints from me. The Shakira and J-Lo Super Bowl halftime show gets an I Feel Like Roasting thumbs up. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching another video. This is the I Feel Like Roasting channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because I have new videos coming every single day. I have the Roasting News Show, Joke of the Day. Joke of the Day will be coming next. I got a hilarious joke written here, ready to share with the world, so don't miss it. Hit the notification bell so you don't, because you don't want to. You don't want to miss it. So just trust. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. I'm Kevin KMACC McCarthy. Have a great day.